if I could have everyone's attention just for a few moments.
Don't say anything.
I'm going to say a lot. I got a lot to say. Okay, for those of you that don't know me, which is no one in this room, but if you don't know me,
Who are you?
my name is Jaime or Jamie.
Jaime or Jamie?
Yes, I have been friends with Kevin for now, what, Kevin? 39 years. 39 years. Kevin and I met when we were in 5th grade, and he is one of my oldest and dearest friends. Love Kevin very much. Now, anybody who's here knows the poor Kev story, or has a poor Kev story. And many of us have experienced the poor Kev stories. There's Kevisms, if you may, whatever you want to call them. I call them Kev stories. But there's a couple stories I have to share really quickly. The main one is that my favorite of all time. One of my oldest, actually my oldest friend in the world, Alan, who I've known for now 47 years, who I live next door with, who I introduced to Kevin and vice versa. We were roommates in college, and Kevin came over one rainy evening. We were at Seaside. I remember I want to say this was 1990, maybe, or something like that. So Kev comes over, and we're playing video games, drinking beers, doing whatever the other college student does, except any kind of work. So we're just hanging out. I think we were playing Tecmo Bowl, who knows whatever was going on then. So Kev comes over with a huge laundry basket of clothing, and I mean, maybe there were 2 of them. And it was as if his entire wardrobe was in my living room. Everything was in there. He had these huge baskets of laundry, and it just so happened our apartment was right above the laundry room that you would walk in. You need a key, remember this, you need a key to get in the laundry room to actually operate the machines, right? So nobody off the street could just come in there and take your stuff.
Okay, get over there.
That was my wife. Okay, so Alan's going to share part of the story, but let me just tell you this. So Kevin, it's pouring, you guys, pouring. Kevin goes, okay, I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to put my laundry and start the washing machine, whatever. I said, I don't know, that's fine. And about 2 hours later, Kev goes down to retrieve his clothes, and Alan, you want to take it over from there?
Empty. Completely empty. Down to every last sock, every piece of underwear, and that sounds like an exaggeration, but seriously, they took the underwear.
Took it all.
But because everybody's going to have a poor Kev story, I want to add a little bit of an upside. Kev, there's something you don't know about that day.
It was you that took my clothes! You bastard!
I wish it were that simple. When you left, we called the sheriff because Jamie and I were committed to catching the perpetrator of this heinous crime. They put their best and brightest on it. And they finally brought somebody in. Guy went to trial. Unfortunately, he was found innocent because when the evidence was presented to the jury, they did not believe anybody would steal that clothing. However, we did not stop there. Because we love you, we filed a civil suit. And we won the civil suit.
Where's my money, damn it?
Of course, the guy skipped town, but I just want you to know that there's a guy out there that owes you $6.25 in quarters. And when they find him, we're collecting.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Kev, love you. As Jamie said, almost 40 years. We've lived together in our 20s and our 30s. I know you as well as anybody. You know me as well as anybody. We'll keep that between ourselves.
Please.
And I'm going to know you a hell of a lot longer.
Hell yeah.
Love you, Kev.
Thanks,
One last thing, Kev.
Thanks, Dan.
So Kevin, the nickname for Kevin is Snake Eyes Kev. And there's a reason for that because, let's face it, there's a lot of snake eyes going around. Poor Kev. Poor Kev. So Alex, Dell, and... it better be Dell. Oh my God.
Me, Steve?
Steve, I meant, not Dell.
Dell. Look at Jesus.
Jesus, man, I've been talking to you as Dell all night. You probably didn't notice that. Anyway, Alex, and anybody else in the fantasy football world of ours, we pray to the gods every year when Kevin entered the league. Because it doesn't matter if it's Kevin or his wife this year running it. His record is always one in something. It's never sniffing the playoffs. No, you're not, Kevin, please. You're never sniffing the playoffs. In fact, Bill and I once actually sported you the whatever it was to enter because we knew we all need a bye week, and we got one. But anyway, all that aside, Kevin. Okay, and the last thing too, guys. You guys don't know this. I told Kevin, whenever you do start Doug Baldwin, it was against me to make the playoffs, and he had done nothing all year. This is the game where he scored like 5 touchdowns, right, and just completely obliterated everybody. Right, exactly. But Kevin, all sincerity, we do love you, and happy to share your 50th with you, and to have 38 years of great friendship, and many more, I'm sure.
Thanks, man.
Bill, anybody
You wanna go
else?
first?
Ken?
I will. If no one else wants to. Go ahead. I'm sure you must have one, Dad.
Testing.
Kev, you got a second? I think I do.
I don't actually have a poor Kev story. But I'm sort of newer to Kevin's group of friends. I've only known him for about 33 years. And in that time, I've learned that Kevin is one of the kindest, most generous people that I know. There was an earthquake in '94. I'm sure a lot of you remember it. And some of you might have met Tad and Shannon. They were here earlier. And their place got absolutely wrecked. The roof split open, the whole condo complex fell into the parking structure, crushed all the cars, etc. And I was talking to Kevin that day, and I said, I got to go help them move because they're going to go stay with someone else. And Kevin, I don't think at the time even knew Tad and Shannon, but he took work off that day to help them move. And they have always told me that he is like the most amazing guy, that to come and do that for them when they needed help from someone that they didn't even know. But that's who Kevin is. Kevin also is somebody that has, in a good way, no ego. He's a straight shooter. He doesn't have to embellish anything. And I don't think it's because he doesn't give a shit what people think of him. I think it's more that he cares about what he thinks of himself. And he lives his life in a way that is very honest and very genuine. And I have a lot of respect for him because of that. And last but not least, I've known Kevin for a really long time, but in the last 3 months or so, I've gotten to know him a whole lot better. I was at a really, really horrible place in my life, and I asked Kevin for help. And he invited me to go to a meeting with him. And it saved my life. And Kevin still checks in with me every single day. He either sees me or he calls me to make sure I'm doing well and that I haven't slipped. And I owe him everything. He's turned me on to something that's made me a much, much better person. Saved my marriage. There's a good chance that I'd either be dead or in jail if it weren't for Kevin. And I thank you so much, man. I love you very much. Happy birthday.
You put Frosty on my back. I won't try to take it off.
It's not frosty.
Ew.
Happy birthday!
You're welcome.
Wait a minute. Sure. It's yours.
This man claims to be my father. I've never seen him before in my life.
I don't have poor Kevin stories. I have poor daddy stories. Oh, God. But I don't even want to go into those because I wouldn't want to embarrass my child.
No one's fault but your own.
But I'm going to tell you some of the things that you don't know. Did you know that in high school, Kevin was an all-city swimmer? Yep. He was. Now, the thing is, talk to Kevin. Wow, you must really like, to swim. You're in high school and you're out by the pool. And he says, well, it's the only reason why I go because the girls are all in bathing suits. And I talked to the team after they won the city championship. LA is a big place. And a lot of schools, they were the top team. And I asked him, does he really work hard? The guy over there on your team. Who? I said, him. Kevin. He's on the team. He said, what? Yeah, I went to all the meets and I saw him win races and he was there with the team and they said, who? What? Win? Oh. Let me tell you a story, Pop. Your son is known as the Phantom Swimmer. He didn't come to train every day. He came to lay around with the girls and then leave. He never trained. The Phantom Swimmer. And he was an all-city champion. Now, I don't mean to say that he was lazy.
I was just.
Everybody needs their motivation.
Oh my goodness, but I guess somebody was chasing him at every race.
My demons.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here trying to think of. He used to deliver pizza. You know that? Yeah, he had a car that he bought with a little help, but he had a car. And one day I get a call, come on over. And as I'm driving to his pizza place where he's working, I see his car halfway into the bank across the street. Someone had rear-ended him and pushed him all over.
Poor Kev story.
That's a poor Kev story.
Poor Kev.
But it's not a poor Kev story. You wound up with a new car.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Greatest child. Never really a problem that we knew about. Never bothered to get up on the weekend. This was his teenage life. And he just, but here he is. He's 50 years old.
Yeah. No proof.
And I have the proof. Yeah, yes. And I'm proud of every minute of it. Happy birthday, my son. You are fabulous human words. And always have been. Who did? Jody. Come on. Just pick one. Pick one of ours.
Sorry? So, you guys know that fantasy football is in Kevin's game. But that's
Right on.
it's not the only thing that's not Kevin's game.
Uh-oh.
I was like, is this my turn? Yeah.
Yeah, you can come up here too. So my family would get together and play games. We played Sorry a lot when my niece and nephew were little. And the objective was not to win, but to make sure that Kevin didn't win. So everyone played to make sure Kevin lost, except for one time. When my oldest brother, who's not here tonight, let him win. It's not that he wasn't invited tonight.
Yeah,
It's not here.
But no more poor Kev stories. Well, not for me.
I have a story, but it's
Okay.
not a pork story.
Come on up.
Come on, Rachel.
Okay, I don't want, I'm nervous.
Okay, so Jamie is my husband who's known Kevin since you were 14? 11? Okay. So this is before I ever met Kev. I was sitting in the car with I'm going to start laughing. We're sitting in the car with Jamie and a song comes on. He starts inserting Kevin's name into the song. And I'm like, who's this Kevin person I've never met? But like every song that would come on, he would put Kevin's name in it.
No.
I'm not exaggerating.
Big balls.
I mean, our daughter's now inserting Kevin's name into every song, so it's like a thing. But it was just the first thing that I ever heard about you, Kevin, before I met you.
Cool.
You were in sing, yeah.
Thanks.
No, I think we can tell the story, and I don't need a microphone for this.
6 degrees of Kevin.
No. So Kevin we'd go to Commerce a lot. Okay, really quick. So we go to Commerce Casino a lot in the days when poker was really big, and a lot of times Rachel would be in the car. We're on the phone, and Kevin would call me right after he left the casino. It was always the same story. God, I don't know what happened. I had a pocket kings, and then some dude with an ace-9 went all in on my foot. What the? And the fourth dude, he rivered me.
Yeah.
Or some old man fleeced me out of my $200 right when I was about to leave the casino. It's always the same thing. But my favorite of all was when Kevin fell on some hard times. I said, you know what? Let's go to the casino. I'm going to spot you $100. True story. First hand. Now, this is not being stereotypical or anything, and I'm certainly not racist, but it was just funny. So we go to Commerce Casino, there's a lot of Asians there. This young Asian kid, who couldn't have been, I don't think he was even 21, sits down, and we're playing like 3-6, all right? So you can raise, raising, and Kevin and I had the signal, like, dude, if you've got a hand, or what, do I need to get out, whatever? He didn't do the signal, but I just said, you know what? He's got to have something, Raise back and forth, other people are in the pocket, in the pot. The pot must have been $200, right? My $100 for sure was in there. The $100 would have paid me back with, and Kevin would have won $100. And this is the true story. The river comes, whatever it was. The kid throws down 2 pair. Kevin looks at his hand, doesn't realize what he has.
Oh, that's
Marks
right.
his
I
hand,
remember that.
and he goes, wait! Kevin, you marked your hand, but you have. I had 3 of a kind. And the dealer, so we're calling the dealer, no, you mucked it, you threw it in the pot. Okay, that was a short-lived night, and one of many nights, where Kevin came back saying, I will never, ever return there again.
Never go
And
back.
a few weeks would pass, and believe me, Alex, Bill, and Steve.
Dell, so good to see
You guys know the Kev stories. Believe me, he'd be back and he'd be out of another $100 soon enough, or $40 all in. But it's always the story of the old man who fleeced him out of his money. He's like, no, man.
I'm so angry
This
to work
guy
again.
came down and
He's
was
so
mad.
mad.
Everything else.
So mad about it. So pissed.
That's just
So
all I
pissed.
know.
All right, thanks, Jamie. Go away.
This thing on. Hello?
All right, so I know everyone needs to go home. All I can say is that for the 6 of you that remain, thank you so much. I truly just want to thank each and every one of you for being here. This was a really special night, thanks to you, who I love more than anything. And I just, I'm just so thankful and so touched, and just I love you all very much. Thank you for being here. I'm really not 50. It's bullshit. Right? Thank you. But seriously, I love you all. Thank you for being here, and get the fuck out.
Probably. What?